And we're back, this time with the dungeon.
And more exclamations like Aik. She has some really good vertical.
GBA, Alec. That's just symbolism. Hey you, stop that drill.
Some really good vertical. She's looking really calm for someone who's jumping repeatedly in the air.
Stop that drill, please. Now that's better. I'm 29 years old.
Why the hell does that make a difference?
So what are you doing here? I have some sweat to work off.
By jumping, apparently.
Wait, listen to me, please. My friends are below that drill. Why should I kill? Your friends have no business wandering in here anyway.
So I'm gonna murder them.
Not murder, just accidental killing.
Well, I mean, now that she knows it is murder, because he's saying, if you keep drilling, you're gonna kill them, and she's like, well, oh well.
Oh wait, this is murder.
I'm pretty sure that's murder.
Yep, there's a reason why I titled this video, Endangering You for No Reason. Even though she does have a reason, she's stressed from work.
And she's 29.
Yes, that's the greatest reason.
Why are you gonna kill these people? I'm 29. What the heck does that have to do with anything?
It doesn't.
Thank you for the intel, though, and the tiny bit of character development.
I hope you like it, cause this is literally her only character development. This game does not have much character development, especially considering MagnetMan.EXE 5 does one of those 2 games for 1 things with Team Postman and Team Colonel.
There you go.
I corrected myself that time. You know, they're going to be very toned at the end of the day.
Yeah, they are. It's very lucky that the boulders are coming in a predictable arrangement that's the same every time.
Oh, it's like a video game. Okay, you just got to dance. Oh wait, if we go in that corner and hide the coward, then Darkling won't be able to get us.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
Okay, and here's the Teen Colonel plot. Oh my, he won't listen to what I say. This one's actually somewhat reasonable. Goes though. I do wish they changed the text between versions more often, but then again, most people don't play both games right next to each other. Also, here's the incredibly more attractive Princess Pride. Lan! Aren't you Lan? Who was featured in MagnetMan.EXE 2? I would tell her story then, but I completely forgot what it was. We need Magnemetal for the research we're doing on a new pet in Queenland. I heard that this island had a vast supply of it. That's fine, Princess, but I need you to stop the drill. I can't. I set my Navi KnightMan inside the drill to activate it to act towards, but the powerful magnetism of the Magnemetal had driven KnightMan berserk. What?
Well, we all know EMPs and electronics.
Yeah. Huh. Now that I think about it, if it's the magnetism that causes KnightMan to go berserk, then MagnetMan on the other game is fine because his theme is magnets. Now, how does a electronic existence have magnet themes? Well, the MagnetMan.EXE series is heavily stylized, so just sit back and enjoy the gameplay. Definitely not the story, especially in this one.
I mean, I definitely like how this one is being played as opposed to the Team Proto Man one, because in this one she's like, oh, I can't stop it. It's not my fault. The other one she's just like, ha, fuck your friends, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, that's one of the bad parts about these 2-for-1 games. They change the scenario a little bit, but not enough for it to be satisfying on both ends. Like this one, this is a satisfying scenario. The other one, why am I doing this? It reminds me in MagnetMan.EXE 4, I believe it's Blue Moon. That entire game has awful random based scenarios. One of them is you meet some some arrogant chef, and Lan's like, huh, it's okay, but Mom's cooking is better because there's nothing quite like the taste of Mom's dinner. And the chef guy was like, oh, he's a boy by the way, so he's not that mature in either maturity or age. So he's like, I'm angry. And then Lan's like, huh, I must challenge him to a cooking duel. And I'm like, why? Why can't we just ignore him and fight him in the tournament?
Also, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 anime just ripped off that idea that you just described, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, a tournament arc is nothing new, but if they did a cooking duel, I'll be confused.
No, they seriously did. They did a cooking duel. A duel was entirely themed around cooking, and the entire problem was Kid Chef is amazing, main character wants Mom's cooking instead.
Okay, that's way too similar for me to just ignore.
It is the exact same thing.
Alright, also, Mid-Torts have now evolved to the second level, I forget what they're called in this one. And they basically just hide when they're not attacking. Or if they're not the last one on the field. But yeah, I also remember, speaking of 5Ds, I remember the tournament against Team Unicorn. And while they do have a story, I just feel they spend way too many episodes on them. It's like, okay, yes, we get it. You guys are fighting your own fights. Can you at least actually tell the main characters your flashbacks? So yeah, the gimmick of the DrillComp is boulders. Lots of boulders. Makes sense considering drilling. So we're going to need to run across conveyor belts, not get hit, and fight these random battles, of course. And I'm getting lots of use of Spreader recently. Yeah, that's perhaps a good way to deal with these mentors. If you're charging up, just dance back and forth. And of course the counter is right before they create the shockwave. And of course, since this is a drill, there'll be a lot of crack spaces, and if you actually walk over the crack, it'll create a hole when you walk out of it. But the shockwaves don't go past holes since there's nothing to go past. Them being ground-based moves after all.
So you can actually use that as an advantage. And just camp behind your wall of holes and poke them with your blaster.
Ah, yes. Anyway, here's the end of DrillComp 1.
But you're getting a lot of use out of that spreader. It seems to be really good for, like, when you have a lot of those low HP enemies.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much damage, but then again, right now, like as I said in last episode, it's a pretty good early game chip, which is why you often get in your default folder. Of course, as the game goes on, I'm going to be getting new chips in both games, and I'm going to try to separate what chips I use in both games, just so you don't have the same folder on both of them. I mean, they give me different navies and different... Well, actually, I don't have double souls yet, so I can't even talk about that. Anyway, DrillComp 2.
More punching rocks.
More punching rocks. More conveyor belts.
I mean...
More punching rocks.
We couldn't just shoot them while they were far away. We actually had to walk up to them and then punch them. I mean, it's not like we have this gauntlet on our arm that can, I don't know, blast them to smithereens before they get to us.
Ah, Blizzard Man. I love the Blizzard Man chip. If you can time it just right, you can knock out a bunch of enemies in sit one row.
Except for the fact that you missed. Because he wasn't actually on the field when you let that go.
Yeah, the thing about these level 1 enemies is that they can be so slow.
Luckily you have roll to save everything.
Yeah, Roll's a pretty good chip. Freezes time, attacks the closest enemy, and also heals you. Yeah, I really don't like those drill viruses. They attack horizontally and some chips just don't work very easy with that, and then they attack you vertically. And well, oh wait, I saved here because this one's annoying. I probably cut out a bunch of failed attempts there.
Does it just hit you off?
They knock you off and you get sent back to the last... Like, you remember the square area you begin this level on?
Oh, like that. IE.
Okay, yes.
There we go again with the IE.
Okay, I was going to describe what happens, but the game, apparently I showed it. Go past me.
Yay, go past me. We outsmarted future me. And I see you skipping random battles now.
Yeah, I like to. Yeah, the way I do things is that for each episode, if there's a virus that has not appeared in that episode, I'll show the battle because otherwise it'll just be a bunch of text and on occasion puzzles like this. And I do like the battle system in Battle Network, so I do want to show them off. Yeah, on these boulders, as you saw, some of them take more hits than others, so just keep gravity pressing wherever it was, B probably.
Good old button mashing.
Rock Cube. Rock Cube is essentially just you summon an obstacle in front of you. It's not, it doesn't have good general use.
Can you shoot through it?
No, you cannot.
Why the hell would you want it?
Like I said, it doesn't have good general use, but it has some pretty good strategies. Like there's a chip called Poltergeist. It essentially takes all the obstacles on the field and then throws them at the enemy. It's also a pretty expensive chip.
Damage per obstacle, I'm betting?
Probably. It's an expensive chip, so I never actually got to it.
We're dancing for dear life. Tap like your lives depend on it.
Don't worry guys, this is why we played DDR. You trained for this.
DDR, you don't actually move from like your assigned square. If they were playing DDR, they'd be dead.
Well, they're doomed then.
Because we all know that that's the only training they have.
Well, that's the only training Dex has. Maybe. Would Yai? Yai's witch, so would she have some kind of like exercise class?
Pilates? I don't know.
They're doing pretty good, even with their limited training. Exercise, I don't know. Ooh, copy damage. Now with copy damage, you send a ring to one enemy, and then for a limited number of time, which admittedly is rather short, any damage any other enemy gets, that enemy you shot copy damage also gets damage.
Ha!
Okay, now it's been so long and I actually recorded the entire game, so I don't know what enemies are new or not. So cactus balls, they throw your heads at you and then the head comes back to them. You can only attack their heads. And those bug tanks, they basically just shoot a bomb at you and it attacks. And the blast radius is vertical range. So yes, that's pretty good filter commentary. Just talk about the enemies I probably talked about in previous episodes. Batties. Okay, now here's something you need to be careful of. Batties send a shockwave, which will damage you, but if it hits the boulder behind you, it will send out a circle-wide range. Let's see. I won't be able to kill it this time, so just give it a few seconds for a demonstration. There we go. And you'll be hit by the reflective waves as well. And here I am trying to guard it.
The thing with the copy damage thing, if you copy damage and then hit that first target, like, that you copied damage to, does it take double damage, or just...
I don't think so.
Because that'd be a neat thing.
That would be neat, especially considering I do feel the timing is a bit...
Because then you could hit, like, the bosses with more health for a lot of damage by doing copy damage, then doing one of your stop time moves and hitting them for a crap ton of damage.
Yes. I mean, believe me, Battle Network, there are a lot of strategies that just wreck the enemies. I mean, you saw how I got like a little rank there. In order to get 100%, you need to fight enemies, get like S ranks, and that's include bosses, and not just bosses, powered up versions of the bosses. You need to get like either S rank or just any kind of high level. And I'm very certain on my skill I won't be able to get that high of a busting rank, which is why I'm not doing the post game.
Post games are really... On these games, I really like the post games. They're usually a lot of fun.
I would love to try the post game, but it's mostly just collecting chips. And as I said, the ranking system to get certain chips and other chips just require grinding either money or, oh god, bug fragments. I like this game, but I don't love it that much. This isn't The World Ends With You, which also has a much better system of like grinding of enemies. Like in that game, every enemy has different pins they can drop on different difficulties, and you can change the difficulty anytime during the game. You can also lower your level, which will only lower health, and now increase the drop percentages. So this 0.2% is now 100%. The gameplay is also super fun in that game. Oh, I would love to do a Let's Play on it, but that would require me having a DS capture card, and that would require money, which I spent on video games and textbooks.
I was going to say, how ironic. I spent the money that I would have used to play video games on other video games.
Well, that's why you get a job. To get money to either save for later,
or to spend immediately on massive amounts of bacon.
Yes. You don't save for the future. Save because you don't want to buy things now. After all, don't you have a stupid long 22-page backlog, Alec?
No.
Ha 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 ha. Well, you're busy with life, DDD, and school.
DDD?
D&D.
There you go. DDD. We're fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh now.
No, you're playing Smash Brothers. King DDD.
No. Just no. If you're making a Smash Brothers reference, you have to be making some sort of Captain Falcon reference.
Captain Falcon.
Falcon Punch!
And over here you can see those absolutely nothing of interest. Good thing I went though.
Falcon Punch! Falcon! Falcon Punch! Aw, damn it, you didn't punch that one.
I'm just thinking, like, why was I waiting though?
I don't know.
That's the thing, it's like a time capsule. What was I thinking back 3 years ago? Yes, 3 years ago. I uploaded this non-commentary episode 3 years ago.
And you died 3 years ago.
And then not die, only fail. I did not. When you die in this game, you get a game over and you get sent back to the title screen. So I hope you saved recently. Which, by the way, if you're low on health and you're on the internet or in a dungeon, save after every battle, because when you die, you get back to title screen, and you have to start over from your previous save. And if you're low on health, you can always just jack out and you get full health again. Okay, I don't really know what the new virus is in this one, so...
I don't know, Tank Weevil? I don't know.
I don't know, Bug Tank, same as one before, except more powerful. I think it's faster.
Tank Weevil. That's what I'm gonna call it, because that thing's definitely Weevil.
Indeed. Not thinking about the Yokelto or anything?
No, an actual Weevil. Not Weevil Underwood.
Ooh, Longsword S. Now, with Longsword S, you can perform a program advance called Life Sword, or Dream Sword in Japanese version. Now, I don't think I showed a program advance, but if you input specific chips in we're not boss, I'll talk about that later. Stop this drill! Who are you? MagnetMan. You're MagnetMan? That can't be. I'm MagnetMan.
Net Mafia.
Oh yeah, by the way, MagnetMan was a boss in the previous game. I forget which one though. And this is that guy's daughter.
So many science puns.
Yes.
Tesla, the daughter of Gauss. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yep, science, networking. They like to have puns with the names.
Well, Gauss and Tesla are both magnetism references, which makes sense, but it's still... Don't you just love those obvious names? Like, I work with magnets. My name is Gauss and Tesla. I'm a bad guy. My name is Dr. Evil.
Yes, I love those puns, especially when I don't pick them up until it's pointed out to me. Oh, by the way, Tesla's motivation is still stupid.
What's her motivation?
She's stressed out from work.
Oh, right, and she's 29.
Okay, here's MagnetMan. MagnetMan's actually a pretty cool boss fight. He summons these magnet pills, which... Okay, and when you step on them, you automatically get pushed away. He can also summon a black hole or a magnet hole, whatever, to keep you suspended in one spot. And he can summon magnets that home in on you.
Well, that's a problem.
You can actually use the magnet panels to your advantage for fast dodging, which I do constantly. The neat thing about that one is that you can just dodge using magnet panels, and he will keep trying to use a magnet. I'm not even sure what all his attacks are called. I'm just going to give them names.
Flying magnet, magnet ball, black hole.
The default starting photo. By the way, mini bombs still useless.
You should probably try and replace that at like the first opportunity.
I think I replaced my folder after each boss. So yeah, you might want to actually set up your folder to be useful against MagnetMan, because there's no reason to have crack, yo. Well, unless you want to get rid of those magnet panels, because I think once you get rid of it, it doesn't come back. But of course, as you see, I actually use it to dodge with my health beeping. Yes, great dodge, Mark. Now the tackle move, that's actually pretty easy to dodge. If you see a blue him on the left side, just change vertical lanes. And swords! What great weapon against MagnetMan who does not get close.
Well, You only have 10 HP, so... Blizzard Man. Best character.
Which, by the way, this game follows a routine. We have a scenario with a dungeon where we get a new kill tool for our Revelation missions, and then we have a Revelation mission. At first it was neat, but then later on it kinda became super predictable, and the Revelation missions kind of lasted way too long. Anyway, Tesla is now relaxed, so she's going to be a decent person and not kill children.
But she's still 29, so it might happen again in the future.
Yes, especially on her birthday, which we should not mention her birthday in front of her.
It's like, oh, I'm now 30. Now I need to go commit genocide.
No. That's way too extreme. She's just old, so she'll just need lots of Botox and unnecessary makeup.
So genocide.
Oh, you said genocide first?
Yes.
Okay, I heard some other side, never mind.
You do realize that genocide is still pretty extreme, you know.
I know that, but I was thinking suicide.
Oh, no. Suicide's it when she turns 31.
Anyway, here's KnightMan. Now, MagnetMan was a lawyer and was basically just doing this because his operator is being mean. KnightMan, however, is a jerk. KnightMan, however, is just berserk, so he doesn't really have any kill tool right now. Which is kinda sad since this game does not give the kill tools much development.
I mean, for the other one, her character development was, I'm 29 and angry.
Yeah, and that's all you're gonna get.
Although, I do like the fact that they have like that interesting parallel where in Proto Man, the person controlling the Navi is the problem, and the Navi is just trying to do its job. And in Kernel, the person controlling the Navi is wondering like how they're gonna stop it, and it's the Navi that's gone berserk.
I never noticed. That's actually pretty neat. And when he was a KnightMan, he's pretty easy to dodge. It's just kind of annoying hitting him, especially when he's not attacking. He goes gray and he's invincible. Every so often he'll jump forward, and you'll be able to use more close range chips, which I have too many in here.
Once again, you should probably edit your folder before facing him.
Yes, unlike me, who waits until after the boss. So yeah, you just keep with range and make sure to watch out for shadows and crack panels because
you'll trap yourself.
Like so. Like what happened exactly now?
Where he's trapped himself and has nowhere to go to avoid the rocks.
Yeah, so you might want to not crack everything immediately. The reason that I do so is so that they will recover and restore. But yeah, I did trap myself. Ooh, I got Bruce Man's special in this game. Same attack, just more damage. And the one-time mini-bomb would have been not useless. He was recovering.
And invincible, right? God damn it, mini-bomb. You suck so bad.
God, I'm bad at this game.
You had 3 guards and you blew all of them.
And he was right up in front of me to take my wide shot.
He was right in front of you and you just missed all of them.
Yes. Like I said, that armor is annoying. but it sort of makes sense considering he's a knight, and actually that's his ability, defense. Not very useful when you're using him. At least I never found any use. I don't even like playing as him, but I'll talk about that in the next Revelation mission.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could just permanently put yourself in defense and never attack and be invincible.
Yeah, except that doesn't make progress.
But you can't lose, so if you're about to lose, you can just tank yourself and just never die. Wait until the other person runs out of power chips.
Anyway, KnightMan's got his personality back, and he's just a knight. Loyal, says so, loyal. What deep kills we got!
Oh yeah.
They're almost as deep as my kill authorization.
Well, I mean, you're dead, so...
Yeah, it's kind of hard to develop when you're kind of dead.
He has no more character development going on. It all happened early in his life, and then there's just nothing else.
And maybe rescue our friends. We'll talk to them through the door.
We're not gonna actually rescue you. We're just gonna yell at you through the door.
Well, I guess you could see them through those tiny...
Little girl looks so panicked. I thought we were done for with that glaring, angry look on her face.
Eric, this is a Game Boy Advance game. They could only afford so many face portraits.
I know, but I just find that funny because she's supposed to be scared and she just looks pissed off. It's like, I'm so angry, I thought we were gonna die. I'm so pissed off we didn't die.
Illegal operation. Doing something, I don't remember what happens next. Oh wait, I remember what happens next.
Mega Man doesn't know what happens next either.
Well, he's in the story, it makes sense for him not to know. Oh wait, borders. Okay, now, MagnetMan summons a magnet shield, which doesn't make sense since that doesn't have any gameplay ability. So in this cutscene, it will actually make sense for KnightMan since he actually has a defense power. Come to think about, why did I include MagnetMan in this cutscene? I should have had KnightMan.
Probably to show that it doesn't make sense for him to do it.
Yes, I planned this entire time!
Sort of.
Yes, you can't prove me wrong. Oh wait, at this part of the recording I was showing both cutscenes, and then later on I decided it's too similar and I'm too bored, I'm just gonna show the better cutscene.
Well,
we're watching this again. So while MagnetMan was summoning his magnet shield, which should not have any defense capability since he does not have a magnet shield ability, KnightMan just stands there.
and he's not gray, which should mean that he's taking damage, but, I mean...
Actually, I believe when you're controlling him, he does not flinch when taking damage. Or, no, I think so. It's been forever, and I never liked playing as KnightMan. Mostly because his charge shot is melee range. But I'll talk more about KnightMan and MagnetMan playability in the next episode. I think it's the next episode.